Behind every great American leader, there's a great story. The speeches they gave, the battles they fought, the mixtapes they dropped.
Yes, I am a rapper.
As the Big Four premieres really kick off tonight, comedy is on the menu as always. But with the Big Bang Theory prequel spin-off of CBS's Young Sheldon, which also debuts tonight, and the return of Will and Grace on September 28th after over 11 years off the air, the newbies may not capture as much of the spotlight as they have in past years, which is perhaps welcome relief and a possible oversight when it comes to CBS's Me, Myself, and I, Fox's Ghosted, and ABC's The Mayor.
My name is Alex Riley, and this is the story of my life. Now, in order for you to get the complete picture, I should probably start with
the day that changed everything.
Along with Young Sheldon, the House of Moonves has SNL alum Bobby Moynihan making his move tonight into sitcom land, with the John Larroquette, Sharon Lawrence, and Jack Dylan Grazer co-starring Me, Myself, and I. New, but honestly feeling so old in the sense of a show that, I don't know, you remember being on years ago, but barely remember? The self-sabotaging Me, Myself, and I, whose premise of looking at the life of a man in his youth, his beaten down middle age, and his 2042 future grinds itself into a been there, done that, wonder years dust quick.
Who the hell are you?
Why did you take us?
I'm Barry. I'm your kidnapper. And unfortunately, that's all I can say about that. That's not very fair, is it? I work for the Bureau Underground. We investigate the paranormal and anything outside the scientific realm.
Is this a hidden camera show? Where's Alex Trebek?
Wait, did Alex Trebek have a hidden camera show? How did I miss that?
X-Files derivative, the way Me, Myself, and I is of the 1988 debuting Fred Savage starrer, Fox's October 1st premiering Ghosted does have some good lines, and you will laugh here and there, as is the point, of course, of a network comedy. But fundamentally, the self-styled larger mystery is paranormally pedestrian, despite the clear chemistry between stars Craig Robinson and Adam Scott, who of course were together in Hot Tub Time Machine 2. With Carmichael Show alum Amber Stevens-West on board, The Office and Parks and Recreation vets are well placed as an outcast professor and tainted cop who are pressed into service by the ghostly and more hunting Bureau Underground. But, from what I've seen, they are not serviced well once the premise is established. Unless, of course, this is all a great setup for an X-Files crossover when the David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson series returns for an 11th season next year. Then we might be talking.
He's a 27-year-old struggling rapper who's adding a new title to his playlist, Candidate for Mayor.
So, yeah, it turns out it's super easy to run for local office. Step 1, get 200 signatures. Step 2, don't be a felon. And I don't go to trial till next year. I'm just playing, Ma. I love you.
Of the comedy newbies coming our way this season on the broadcasters, we all have to admit they've given up a lot of genre ground to cable and streaming of late. The Brandon Michael Hall and Leah Michelle led and Hamilton alum David Diggs producing October 3rd premiering The Mayor is the one with the most laughs and places to go, especially with Community's Yvette Nicole Brown as rapper now civil leader Courtney Rose's common sense postal worker mom. Starting out in Courtney's Sly Stone hip-hop artist plus James Baldwin poster-filled room, The Mayor aims to be a lot smarter than you might think at first, plundering stereotypes to flip them and sidestepping the cynicism of, say, a Veep for a more of an alternative outsider approach. And it has, almost hidden in the background, a great duo in Courtney's pals in Bernard David Jones and Marcel Spears, who are part Vladimir and Estragon from Waiting for Godot and part Josh and Sam from The West Wing. A mix that actually really works. Despite a questionable managerial one-liner from Brown at one point, a nod to mainstream white superstars and Bravo's programming slate, the play for attention that ends up going straight to the top of the polls in the fictional California town of Fort Gray is, like so many things in life, a bit high school rivalry, you'll see what I mean when you watch the show, and a work in progress. Full of crowd-pleasing lines and suspected Russian intervention too, I might add, the politics of The Mayor is also treated like a media circus and a funny distraction, which makes it even more timely in its connections to Donald Trump's run for the White House last year.
What happened?
You the mayor.
Well...
Plugging into the real world with a live wire fictional take, The Mayor, which does need to expand its game to start fresh week in and week out, is very now, where Me, Myself, and I and Ghosted feel like a backhanded homage to an unlamented concept, despite the talent they have.